What are you thinking in terms of timeline for this? When can fans expect it?
Here's the tricky part. And I'm so nervous to answer that.
Well, after caving to fan pressure the past couple of years, Ariana Grande is finally saying to her, my words, ungrateful and unrealistic fans, you're gonna have to wait.
Because I know they all want everything immediately right now.
On the Shut Up Evan podcast released on Tuesday, the conversation came around to the percolating, possible deluxe edition of her Eternal Sunshine album that Ariana first teased on the Pod Crushed podcast last month.
I'm not a very more is more person usually. And I definitely thought that this album was perfect as it was. And I still kind of feel that way. With time, I've been inspired to write more songs and inclined to do this deluxe.
I think the reason why I'm not sure on the timing yet is because I don't just want to slap the music onto what I already think is a perfect version of the album. I think the original album could just be it. So I want to let it live in this current state a little while longer, take my time to execute my vision for this deluxe. I wouldn't say anytime super soon.
And that's more than reasonable since she just dropped this 13-song collection in March. And also she released a slightly deluxe version at that point with 4 alternate versions of songs that's only been out for 3.5 months. And then Evan asked her about a tour. A tour? When should you have time for a tour? But yeah, listen to how this plays out.
Is touring something that you're thinking about with this album? I'm thinking about your schedule right now. I don't know how it would exist, but people still want it.
Well, I still want it too. That's the thing. I think it would be a really lovely idea to be able to trickle in some shows in between the two Wicked films.
Shows, not tour. And yeah, post November 22nd, 2024, and then before November 26th, 2025.
It's definitely, for a multitude of reasons, not going to be a tour in the way that I used to tour. It would be a mini little sampling of shows.
Once again, she said shows, not tour. And yeah, she seems to be suggesting something along the lines of like what Kelly Clarkson did last summer with a mini residency in Vegas. I know she's done some shows in Atlantic City lately because yeah, she has to shoot a daily talk show.
It's something that my team and I are working on, coming up with options for.
It's a very satisfying answer you're giving fans of yours in saying, yes, we are getting a tour.
What? Ariana didn't say tour. And then the headlines. Variety saying mini little tour. So Ariana took to her Instagram story today, and in her very sweet way that she always handles these things, she shut it all down, writing, I love you all so much. I've decided to put a temporary pin in all things that are not wicked for now. Thank you in advance for your understanding. I'm deeply grateful for your patience, and mostly so inexplicably excited for all that is to come. There's so much. See you so soon. And good on her. It's one thing for Evan to put words in her mouth, and now I understand why the podcast is called Shut Up, Evan. Like, she's not actually supernatural. Like, physically, she's not going to be able to do a tour. Yeah, in between the worldwide tours for Wicked, she can do another tour for music. She can't do it. Like, she'd burn out for sure.
I really have tried to give it my all, and I will continue to. I'm also trying to navigate the timing of the Wicked of it all, because I really do want to give my entire self to that when it's time to shift gears.
And when it comes to the deluxe edition of the album, it's like, oh, geez. Like I said, the Eternal Sunshine album was released 4 months ago. Despite second single We Can't Be Friends being a massive long-term hit, fans were complaining that the third single was taking too long, and they were insisting from album release day that the third single would be The Boy's Mine. You got that last month. You got a new studio recording remix with Monica and Brandy on it 2 weeks ago. And you're done with that, now you want more new music? Before the Wicked soundtrack drops in like November? It's insane. And yeah, like by the way, I mean most artists these days are struggling to get funds for 1 music video, let alone 3. Republic Records didn't finance a Cruel Summer music video for Taylor Swift because they'd already paid for a Karma music video and, at that point, soon to be released, I Can See a music video. But, and I'm sure against their better judgment, because We Can't Be Friends was doing so well on the chart, they caved and paid for a very expensive The Boy's Mine music video and paid for that remix. Money, money, money. The return they got in that? So The Boy's Mine jumped up to number 29 on the Billboard Hot 100. That wasn't even above We Can't Be Friends that week. It was still at number 23. And a week later, The Boy's Mine has fallen to number 53. Yeah, what are your thoughts on Ariana putting her foot down with fans and saying, you're just going to have to wait. Like, enjoy the music that I've given you in March. And the music video, enjoy that. Leave me alone for now. Bye. Bye.
Do you feel like nerves will go away around this music at a certain point? Or is it something
I will go away at a certain point.
It's not that.